So, like I said, I've been playing at different festivals and cowboy gatherings, cowboy poetry gatherings through the year, and I met this guy, Jeff Carson. He's just a great poet, and I haven't memorized this one yet, but I want to do it for you anyway. In the beginning, when the creation began, the Lord created all according to plan. And after he'd formed the heavens and earth, he created the animals with all of their worth. Of all the animals, the very best one, of course, was this magnificent creature he called the horse. He looked upon his work and he called it good, and the horse performed like he knew it would. He gave him muscles more powerful than steel, yet the slightest touch on his skin he could feel. He gave him endurance, power, and speed, and all that was good he put into the steed. He gave him intelligence and a big gentle eye, and a heart that was true whereon a man could rely. And they formed a partnership, this horse and man, and together they settled this great western land. They moved the cattle from east to west and carried the mail on the Pony Express. But the Lord, being a perfectionist, down to the letter, he just knew he could go and make the horse a little better. So he called the angels and gathered the crew, and they went back to the drawing board and began anew. They lengthened his ears, made him better for sound, and made him more sure-footed on the level ground. They improved his gait and lengthened his stride, which made for a much more comfortable ride. They increased his intelligence and gave him more wit, which outsmarted most cowboys and caused him a fit. They gave him character, made him better looking too. And in some mischief, and then he was through, the Lord looked upon his work there and knew it was cool. He had perfected the horse, and he called it the mule. Great, huh? So in 1996, all the little rural arts towns in Colorado were losing their funding for arts in their schools, and a committee was formed called the Rural Arts Committee, and they sent forth upon the land musicians who were having an out-of-money experience anyway, and it didn't much matter. And so we went out and we played Quonset huts and garages and grange halls and basements of farm bureaus and showrooms and arenas of 4-H. And everywhere we were adored, and we had a great time. And in this process, I went to a whole bunch of towns I didn't even know existed, and I wrote this song on one of my newer albums about those little towns. So Colorado is in a little country town, one out on the back road, rather not be found. The one you hitchhike into when the truck gets broken down. The ones where people say hello, welcome to our town. Towns like Bayfield, Cascade, Manitou, Palisade, Palmer Lake, Larkspur, Lake City, Gardner, Kiowa, Niwot, Walden, Wolcott, Rico, Antonino, Paonia, Vallecito, Firestone, Crestone, Romeo, Redstone, Red Wing, Greenland, Blue River, Uravan, Villa Grove, Parachute, Hugo, Crested Butte, Hudson, Gunnison, Milliken, Morrison. Yeah, the heart of Colorado is in a Main Street cafe, a place a guy can go drink coffee on a rainy day. place when you're too tired to cook and everything's homemade. A place to swap a story, pass the time away. In towns like Hotchkiss, Silvercliff, Westcliff, Redcliff, Kittredge, Cedar Ridge, Trinidad, State Bridge, Rockville, Idledale, Deer Trail, Carbondale, Ouray, Ridgeway, Ryway and Gateway, Lyman, Yuma, Monument and Duma, Mountain View, Johnstown, Franktown, Jamestown, South Fork, Lake George, Delnor, Dinosaur, Elgibel, Maybell, Beaumont, and Aguilar. Well, the voice of Colorado is a blowing in the wind, one that tells the aspen leaves time to fall again. The one down from Wyoming blows the winter in. The one in March lets us know springtime's roaring in. Towns like Strasburg, Elbert, Wellbert, Wilsonburg, Buena Vista, Yampa, Monte Vista Blanca, Norwood, Cortez, Meeker, Dolores, Salt Creek, Cold Creek, Holyoke and Oak Creek, Clifton, Burlington, Silverton, Haxton, Gilcrest, Gold Hill, Rocky Ford, Platteville, Victor and Levita, Clark and Natarita, Fairplay, Cotopaxi, Climax, take a taxi. So the soul of Colorado is in a little country town, one out on the back road, rather not be found. Hitchhike into when your truck gets broken down. The ones where people say hello, welcome to our town.